It's Nolan. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome to another episode of Inside the Industry Podcast. All my insiders, what's happening with it? Okay. Now, as y'all can see over here, we have Did Cardi B confront Saweetie at the Oscars, and we're also going to be talking about Offset, talking about his relationship with Quavo. Of course, it's a year later after the Grammy performance and everything that they did, you know what I'm saying, coming back together in honor of Takeoff. All right. But before we actually get into today's subject matter, I had somebody reach out during yesterday that said, hey, we sent some Cash App payments and we never got acknowledged, which is true. All right. There were some people that did send Cash App. And this was before I actually started shouting everybody out, because I just started that and doing the new thing. So in order to make everybody feel whole and everybody feel appreciated, because you genuinely are, I genuinely appreciate it. Nobody has to part ways with their finances or money to, I'm just a YouTube creator expressing my opinion and giving y'all a little bit of entertainment to get through the day. But you know what I'm saying? So we're going to play Lotto One Good Time. And then we're going to shout out everybody that contributed before we got to the actual new celebration. It's just a quick 30-second little thing, man. So if y'all ain't really trying to hear the music, whatever. Y'all on the J Nolan page, and this is what I do. All right? So, one good time, we're going to play Lotto, and shout out the Cash App crew. All right?
Ooh, ooh, yeah. Man, I done came up out the bottom. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Got fresh like I just hit the lotto.
Ooh, yeah.
They say money can't fix all your problems.
Ooh, yeah.
But I say throw it in my wallet.
Ooh, yeah.
Man, I done came up out the bottom. Ooh, yeah. Got fresh like I just hit the lotto. They say money can't fix all your problems. Well, I say throw it in my wallet. Yeah. Okay. So that's Lotto. If anybody enjoys that song, you can catch it on all streaming platforms. It's already there for you. J Nolan Lotto. Now, shout out to my Cash App crew. Okay. Number one, we got Miss Linda. Shout out Miss Linda. Thank you very much. Rakevius, what's happening? C Blue, what it do? Playboy Next Door, what's happening? We appreciate you. Miss Sonia, you were the one that brought this to my attention. You said, hey, I sent you $50. I sent you a 50 ball, boy. You better say something, Miss Sonia. We greatly appreciate you. And when I say we, I'm talking about the family. All right. Miss Gloria, also, thank you. Thank you all for joining the Cash App crew. Y'all are definitely my insiders as well. So shout out to y'all, and anybody else in the future that contributes to the channel financially. You will get your name shouted out in the stream, in the premieres and or lives, however we do it. All right. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, one more thank you, one more grand appreciation for the squad. Let's get into this whole Cardi B situation. All right. Now, she allegedly got into some sort of verbal altercation with someone at the Oscars. We don't necessarily know who it is, but social media is abuzz, and people are now saying that this person that she screamed on was allegedly Saweetie. We don't know how true that is, but that is the storyline that is brewing. So the only really remnants of a source behind this that I know of, I looked it up, and Media Takeout reported on this. It doesn't seem all that accurate, doesn't seem all that real to me, but this is the storyline that's being purported out in the street. So we got to talk about it and at least acknowledge it, because, hey, Cardi B made it known that she walked up to somebody. She confronted somebody. She said she seen somebody, and she said she don't play. So clearly there was some sort of verbal lashing that was given out at the Oscars. I didn't even know the shit was going on, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I definitely was not tuned in. I think the event was over by the time I seen people talking about it. All right. But nonetheless, Cardi B definitely confronted someone while she was out there. Okay. Now, according to the Media Takeout, which we know they be on some bullshit, this is what they say. They say, seems like you really can't take Cardi B anywhere anymore. Media Takeout learned that Cardi B got into a rather loud exchange with rival female rapper Saweetie at the Vanity Fair Oscars party last night. Okay. According to a person who was at the event, which both Cardi and Saweetie attended, it was Cardi B who started the verbal altercation. The insider explained Cardi saw Saweetie and went right over to her and started yelling, "What you gotta say now?" Or something like that. What you mean or something like that? It was real ghetto. You don't know exactly what the terms was, but you know it was ghetto. Ain't that about a bitch? Says Saweetie tried to keep it classy, but she didn't back down. Basically, Cardi was making a fool of herself, and Saweetie didn't back down, but did not raise her voice. Luckily, nothing violent popped off, and Cardi walked away after giving the rapper a piece of her mind. The insider told MTO that Cardi did not explain what the issue was between these two ladies. Now, Cardi B and Saweetie's paths crossed 3 years ago when an internet rumor surfaced suggesting that Cardi's husband Offset may have cheated on her with Saweetie, who was dating Offset's cousin Quavo at the time. They purport Quavo and Offset have been feuding ever since, which they did have a little bit of a rift, a tiff between them, but they have come back together. Cooler heads have prevailed, and they decided to mend fences and bury the hatchet. After the party was over, Cardi B did go on social media bragging about how she saw someone that she had issues with. So we're going to play the little snippet of Cardi definitely saying that much. Okay. So let's get to that.
I definitely ran into somebody. You know me. I don't play that shit. But I'll tell you later because I'm on live. I'll tell you all the Tiana later. Bye.
All right. So that's what Cardi was saying while she was on live. She did not expound on what that was or who it was. There is also speculation that it could be Ice Spice, which I think is a load of horse shit. I think the Saweetie thing is a load of horse shit too. But again, this is what people are talking about. I don't understand why Cardi B would have an issue with Ice Spice when she's shown nothing but love to Ice since she took off. I even believe that there was a situation of them kind of canoodling in the club at one point because she showed her love. And people didn't like that because they're like, whoa, you can't be fucking with this girl. She is aligned with Nicki V. Minaj. And Cardi B never allowed that alliance or that connection to make her hate on a new rapper that has nothing to do with their situation. So I salute her on that. So that's pretty much all we've got on that situation. There's not much proof. We do know that Cardi B had some sort of tiff with someone, but we don't know who it is. People are trying to speculate that it could be Saweetie, could be Ice Spice, and media takeout of all people. They decided to report on it and they jumped the gun. I'm sure more information will be leaked out at a later time. Not to mention, Cardi B will probably go live or do something to give people a little bit more explanation, because anytime her name comes up in these conversations, she's one to come out and try to clear things up. I hope she doesn't, but we really shouldn't have even gotten that much information out of her, to be honest, especially with her doing all these apologies and focusing on the music. I don't know. Okay. But again, we're here to talk about what's going on in the world, how people feel about it, and what the streets are saying. So that's what the streets got to say. Now, of course, delving into the issue of Saweetie, we also have Offset coming out and talking about his relationship today with Quavo. All right. So again, they've put all of their past issues behind them in honor of Takeoff. I'm sure they've had family meetings and just like a conversation to sit down to say, hey man, I love you, bro. All this bullshit that we done been through, all this millions of dollars we done made together, you know, all the good times we had on the road, putting together these albums, doing all this shit. Is the issue really worth it at the end of the day? Because if one of us go, ain't gonna be but one of us left. So we might as well enjoy the time we have on this earth together. When we cross paths, we ain't got to be at each other's house every goddamn day, every weekend. But, you know, shit, man. It ain't worth holding no grudge about. So they did just that. And again, there's a video of Offset at the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast where he addressed the situation and let it be known that everything is Gucci. All right. So let's go ahead and pull up the audio on that.
In most groups, it's a standout. It's a nigga who everybody know, and then it's a weak link. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't none of that, and then all positions was filled, like, and it wasn't no issue. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's their man, but it's fire. One thing I say about my group, man, them folk fire to this day. Like, I can never hate nothing. Them fire. Ain't no playing. Like, we come from, we the same tree. We some fire. We know it too about each other. Like, man, buddy fire, regardless. You know what I mean? And we don't. And I don't feel like I owe it to people to show how much me and bro love each other. So when and I'm gonna say that because I'm on some real podcast. This ain't no interview where somebody trying to ask me on this, or I speak like I don't feel like it's our job to show y'all how we like we got some. We went through something. We don't have to show you smiles and faces and y'all be. So stop doing that. And like ain't hating on each other. Congratulating when dropping songs. Like ain't on no sucker shit. So we don't get into the, cause I see little shit that people, y'all need to let us do that.
Right.
We man.
Right.
In most groups, it's a
All right. So that's the update from Offset talking about his relationship currently with Quavo. He does not want the public in their business. He says, hey, we don't got to come out here and smiling faces, do the photo ops and all this type of shit. Like, we went through a real situation. We figured it out, and what's understood does not need to be spoken on, right? Which I appreciate. And I think more celebrities need to maybe take some notes from this, because what they end up doing is coming out and talking and doing the smiling faces and all this type of shit. But then eventually things go bad. Motherfuckers start talking about shit in their stories, and people start putting 2 + 2 together and getting 4. Some people put 2 and 2 together to get 5, and then the story gets fucked up, and then the blogs get it. All the media content pages get it, and all this type of stuff. Everybody puts their opinion into the pot, and then it gets fucked up. I think Cardi B should honestly take some notes from Offset, because he don't really be out here with the antics. He did get swept into the situation with Kenneth Petty when Kenneth was out there in New York, acting like he was on a street corner, looking like a street punk, trying to figure out where he was at. And, you know, he engaged in a little bit of verbal warfare, you know what I mean? Jumping off the jet, hopping in the car like, these fuck niggas out here trying to play with the boy, man, you broke ass nigga, that. But nonetheless, I don't think he should have did that, but he removed himself from the situation shortly thereafter. He did get into it with a couple of guys. Well, I wouldn't even say that was a public thing. They put the information out. He reached out to a few people, sent some DMs, and you know, he was trying to make sure that what the situation was, try to get a understanding of what it is or what it ain't. And then other people affiliated with Kenneth Petty on his side started leaking information, talking about, oh, this bitch ass nigga reached out to me, this, that, and the third, which is what I thought people would want. If there's an issue and you want to taunt people when you see them out at events, the man comes to you and says, hey, what is the issue you got? You know what I'm saying? Because we can definitely discuss it. And then the guy runs to social media to let it be known that this man reached out to you instead of actually addressing your so-called issue. Nonetheless, I'm glad that passed. I'm glad that everyone has allowed that thing to dissipate and go away, because we really don't want to see this Nicki Minaj Cardi B thing go too far. We really don't want to see their husbands find themselves in criminal cases. They've already had that in their past. We don't want to see nobody get shot, stabbed, beat the fuck up, get arrested. At the end of the day, none of y'all know each other well enough to have a real issue. None of y'all done ever met each other mamas. None of y'all ain't never crossed nobody's child, right? Besmirched each other name on some real shit, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody sliced nobody in the thigh on some old medieval days. So let the shit ride. You feel me? So that's where we're standing. Of course, more information probably will be coming out about whoever it was that Cardi B confronted at the Oscars party. It's only so many people in the industry that can talk about this. It's only so many people that could have been around. Somebody's going to leak something legit. And then we're going to know exactly what's going on. Cardi B's verbal representative, Ken Barbie, I believe, I do believe he had something to say. He was like, no, this is not true. This is fake. I just saw that a few moments ago. Where is that at? All right, so he says, please, Cardi didn't even talk to that girl. That's the crazy part. But you know what? Thanks for bringing traction for tonight. Okay, so he's alleging that the Cardi B Saweetie issue is null and void. It's not true. Never happened. Someone got confronted. Somebody got G-checked out there. But Ken Barbie, who is typically, you know, like I said, Cardi B's verbal representative whenever she doesn't necessarily want to speak herself, he says it was no problem. He also posted Saweetie on his page last night, asking people why they were giving her the blues about her titties. So it seems that he had no animosity toward her on that. And that's everything that we have on the table as of yet. All right. So this will conclude my video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. We are right there at the 10,000 mark. When I started this video, I was at 9,999 subscribers. So hopefully, as we're on here today, as we're on here right now in this moment, can I get a witness? We just need one more. And there was one, right? Just need one more subscriber and we will officially be at 10K. We are going to do the celebration in 9 days on my birthday so that we can just have one good celebration, joyous occasion, momentous occasion. And, you know, I will go live and we're going to do some sort of variety show that day. All right. That will be the official. So, of course, by then we'll be at 10,000 and whatever odd number. But y'all know how we do these things, man. So, again, we're right there at the mark. Somebody share the channel, share a video, like and share something. You know what I'm saying? Just so we can get over that hump. And I will see y'all on the next one. All right. Be sure to like and share the video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, right? Hit the post notification so that you get all your updates. Make sure that you update to all, not personalized. Some people said they had their notifications on all and still haven't been seeing them. YouTube, stop playing with me, man. Y'all got to stop that, right? Y'all need to stop trying to inhibit people from growing. We don't like that type shit over here. This is a pretty peaceful page. I don't really fuck with nobody. You know what I'm saying? So please, let a brother rock, let a brother live, let a brother succeed, all right? Much love and respect. I will catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be good out there. Have a good evening. And I'm coming right back with some more content in just a bit. So don't go nowhere. Make sure that y'all keep them notifications on because you will be getting notified shortly. All right? Again, much love and respect. I'll see y'all in a minute. Peace.
King of my city in cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mile. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some battery. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no gunner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.